All right, everybody, we are live with another wonderful American math tutorial. We're going to jump in with some more addition, and we're going to do 3 add-ins today instead of the typical 2. So then we'll get some more practice in this before we move on and start adding some more units. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this and head over here into the blackboard.
All right.
Ooh, round 1. All right. So, Miss Kira, go ahead and introduce yourself again for everyone.
All right. As you know, or as you may know if you're new, as you may not know if you're new, my name is Kira Sims. I'm here today with you. Usually, I'm also learning with you as well. So I'm prone to making mistakes, but I'm here to teach you as well. So it's a little switch. But luckily, we got Mr. Bird here to assist us in case we slip up.
Definitely. And yeah, I'm sure you'll do great, Kira. Don't worry about messing up.
All
Okay.
right.
So we're gonna have a quick review again. We have our milliliters, teaspoons, centiliters, and tablespoons, each with their corresponding amounts of milliliters. 15 milliliters inside of a tablespoon, 10 milliliters in a centiliter, 5 milliliters in a teaspoon, and 1 milliliter in a milliliter dropper. Our milliliters go here inside of the dropper that will fill up. Teaspoons go here, centiliters go here, tablespoons go here. The process that we use when we have beakers or droppers that are full, we do what we'll call clear, where we'll clear the group that's full, carry into the next empty cup. Okay? We're pouring that centiliter and that teaspoon inside of this tablespoon beaker, like that. Those are all the pieces, and those are all the rules you got to know for this game. So,
All right.
as we continue to jump into it, ooh, I got a little thing there that I gotta change. There we go. Get rid of you. Okay. We're gonna jump straight into it today with some puzzles that are 3 add-ins, adding together our teaspoons, our milliliters, and centiliters, so on and so forth. Okay. So we're going to make this 1 teaspoon. Hold on, what's going on with this? Give me 1 second, everybody. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure why that happened, but we are good now. Okay, so we would just play this game, even though we have 3 add-ins inside of our puzzle now, we would play through this the exact same we would any other puzzle. So we'll start out by looking at our first value here, 1 teaspoon, and we know already exactly where that is, so we'll drag that out into the play space here. We need to add 4 milliliters to it, so we'll go ahead and drag out 1, 2, 3, 4 milliliters, put those in our milliliters dropper. Excellent. And then now we have 3 teaspoons. So we could drag out 3 groups or 3 individual teaspoons into our play space, but instead, we already know that a tablespoon is made up of 3 teaspoons. So instead of dragging them out individually, we'll take a shortcut and drag out 1 whole group of a single tablespoon, which has 3 milliliters inside of it. Or not 3 milliliters, it has 3 teaspoons inside of it. Excuse me. So we don't need to carry any groups out because everything is sitting comfortably inside of their different beakers. So we can just count up the value and we can see, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 teaspoons, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 milliliters. So this would be 4 teaspoons, 4 milliliters. Another way we could say it is 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, and 4 milliliters. Again, it's going to really depend on whatever puzzle we're trying to do or what our activity is. Okay? So, yeah. Do we have any questions?
Nope, that was very simple.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and get that cleared out, and we're going to jump into another puzzle. We're going to try to get through as many as we can today in the next 30 minutes. Or 20 minutes now. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear that out. And bring in some new puzzles.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Kira,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you show us how we get this done?
All right, let's do it. Let's play this out. We have control. Boom. All right, there we go. So first of all, you guys, let's start off with 2 milliliters. Simple enough. We know where that is. We know the individual milliliters are in the milliliters column. So what we'll do is grab that little milliliter right there and drag that over. 1 and 2. Boom. Next, we go to 4 teaspoons. But first, we can take a little shortcut, okay? Because we know there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, and here we have 4. So what we can do is go over, drag in our tablespoons, the tablespoon beaker. We have 1 tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons, and then just drag in 1 more teaspoon in the teaspoon beaker to make it 4 teaspoons. Boom. Now we have 5 milliliters. So we know 5 milliliters, we can take a shortcut since 5 milliliters, which is a full dropper, equals up to a teaspoon. So what we can do is just drag out another teaspoon, but we can't overfill the teaspoon beaker because we'll lose our precious liquid, our precious acid, that'll burn through the floor. So what we can do is we can clear these two, boom, and carry in our centiliter, which consists of 2 teaspoons. So boom, everything's sitting comfortably. We don't need to add anything else. So we'd have 1 tablespoon, 1 centiliter, and 2 milliliters, or a total of 5 teaspoons and 2 milliliters.
Excellent. Now let's say that we're only measuring in metric units and milliliters. How many milliliters are in this group in total?
Well, in total, it'd be 27, and here's why. So we know that in an individual teaspoon, which is a simple little block right here, or I can just drag it out for reference, it'll be right here, where it has 5 droplets inside of it to represent 5 milliliters that it holds. So we can just count by 5s. So in our case, this would be, there you go. It'll be 5, 10, 15. We know 15's in a tablespoon. So then it'd be 25, 30. Ooh, I think I miscounted. Well, you guys, I miscounted. It's 26, 27. So ignore me. Let's keep counting. So it'd
No,
be
go ahead and go back and change it.
up to 15. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Hold on, you guys. I done missed a whole number. And then before that, I said 20 something. So ignore that. We're going to go by visual. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20.
There you
There we
go.
go. 25. And there we go. 26. And then 27. There we go. So initially I was correct, but I just missed 20. So we ended up with 30. So count carefully. But yes, we have a total of 27 milliliters in this equation.
Excellent. Way to go back and catch that.
Man, because it sounded a little off. Like, how did I get 27 previously? but I ended up with 30.
You found it. All right. Let's go ahead and clear our place brace and bring in the next puzzle.
All right.
Oh, I was playing the wrong thing. There we go.
Oh, very ooh.
Done.
Okay, you had that and copied and pasted. Okay. All right.
Moving quick with it.
Okay. We can do
Um,
this.
yeah, go ahead and knock this one out, Kira.
We can do this. Can we get a color change?
Yes, we can. How can we forget about the colors? Nope, that's not it. That's almost there. That's it.
No. All right. Let's get going. So first, we got 8 milliliters. Boom, lovely pink. 8 milliliters. So first, we know we got to go down a list. We know tablespoon holds 15 milliliters in total. We can't do that. Okay, so that's out the question. Centiliters, they hold 10. It's close, but And then we go down to teaspoons. Teaspoons can go, well, teaspoons hold 5 milliliters. So a teaspoon can only go into 8 milliliters once. So let's do that. Let's convert our brush into a mouse. There we go. And drag that into the teaspoon's beaker. Now we have 5 milliliters out of the 8. And to get 8, we need 3 more. So we'll go over to our individual milliliters and put that in the dropper. So it'd be 6 on.
Cancel out of that.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
Fix that. So we have 6. Let's go. Gotta go back. 7, 8. There we go. 8 milliliters. Now we go over to 6 milliliters. Okay. Go over to our brush, 6 milliliters. So we go over. We know our teaspoon holds 5 milliliters. So we can add that in there. But wait, our teaspoon's already full. So what can we do? We can clear and carry in our centiliter and put that into the centiliter beaker. And then boom, don't forget that we have 1 more milliliter left out of that. So what we'll do is take a singular droplet and put that into the dropper. And last but not least, we have 3 milliliters. So we know that we'll just place in individual droplets. First, we'll put in 1 milliliter and boom. Now we have a total of 5, so we'll have to clear and carry again. So we'll clear out these 5 milliliters and bring in a teaspoon because a teaspoon holds 5 milliliters. And don't forget that we have 2 left over, 2 milliliters left over. So what we'll do is drag them into the dropper. So it'd be 1, 2. Now we look done, but we're not. Because, we can combine them into different containers. And here's what I mean. So we know that 3 teaspoons make a tablespoon, and we do have them. We have 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 3, which is a total of 15 milliliters. So what we do is we can just clear and carry in a tablespoon. So boom. Now we're done. And everything's sitting comfortably. We have 1 tablespoon and 2 milliliters, or just a total of 17 milliliters.
Excellent. That was awesome. Way to go. And way to catch that that last group at the end. I was about to say, oh yeah, we're done now. And Kira said, nope, we're not done yet. We still got one more. We still got one more. Way to catch that.
You threw me off like that a couple times.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now that we've demonstrated this some more, for this one, I'm going to give the family an opportunity to go ahead and try it on your own at home. You can use your printouts or your physical snap block pieces. Go ahead and see if you can solve this puzzle. Feel free to pause the video. And then also, you can solve it along with us. So yeah, I do kind of like. Yeah, and go ahead and follow along and get that knocked out before we answer this puzzle. While you all do that, I'm gonna go ahead and spice this up a little bit because we
Mhm.
accidentally put a stroke on this, but
Yeah, they make greatness. Come on. Mm, hold on.
is there any way to make it go on the outside?
Mm,
I guess not.
Zoom.
Well,
A
that
little bit.
sucks. Okay.
Hmm. I like it a little thinner. Well, that is, yeah, a little bit. I squinted my eyes a little bit to see the blue color, and you just made it smaller, so it looked crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
hmm. Mm,
I like it better like that too. I'll incorporate it into our next interface later. We got more than enough
all right.
time. I mean, yeah, we got more than enough time to get that figured out. Okay, on to the next one. Kira, let me clear up this little itty bitty down there. It's in the way. We ain't got any more. Yeah, we're good. Let's solve what's for next class. Um, Kira, go ahead and take it away. Show us how we would do this one.
All right, I got you. That's what I was waiting on. Now we got 5 milliliters. Boom, still got the pink. Perfect. 5 milliliters. So we know 5 milliliters also makes up a teaspoon. So what we'll do is we'll drag in a little teaspoon to the teaspoon beaker. Boom. We're done with that now. Now we have 4 milliliters. So we can't exactly draw out or bring out a teaspoon. So we have to go to our individual milliliters and put them in the dropper. So it'll be 1 milliliter, 2 milliliters, 3 milliliters, and 4 milliliters.
Hold
We're
up.
not,
I'm sorry. 1 second, Kira.
of course.
Okay, never mind. You are all good. I just wanted to make sure that. Yeah, ignore it. Go ahead. Keep on
All
going.
right, let's keep on going. So next we have 2 teaspoons. So 2 teaspoons. Why can't I move anything anymore?
Hold up. That might have been me. Now try.
Let me see.
There you go.
We're good. Now we have 2 teaspoons. So we know 2 teaspoons, quick shortcut, is just a centiliter. So what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll drag out our centiliter into the centiliter beaker. Boom. So now we have that. But we're not done, of course. Like the last equation, we can make up a tablespoon because a tablespoon holds 3 teaspoons. So what can we do in this case? This case, we can clear and carry. So what we'll do is clear our 3 teaspoons and bring in a tablespoon. Boom. Now we're done. Now we have 1 tablespoon and 4 milliliters in total.
Excellent. Spot on. And how many milliliters is this?
19 milliliters.
Excellent. We're one off from 20. Perfect. Let's go ahead and clear. I got one more challenge for everybody
Mm,
before we go ahead and cut the stream for the day. All right.
all right.
Let's try 1 centiliter plus 4 milliliters plus 7 milliliters.
Ooh, okay.
I actually can make this 3 milliliters.
Mm, okay.
You got it?
Yep, let me take this away. Add a little
Okay.
bit. All right.
You do.
Everyone pause the
Before we
video.
get started, I don't think we've seen this symbol before. Do you recognize what this symbol's asking us for?
I do. It's asking us for centiliters.
Excellent. All right.
Mhm.
Go ahead. You got it.
Feel free to pause if you want to take this challenge on yourself. Let's get started. So first, we got 2 centiliters. Now already, let me just show you that you can probably see an issue here. Okay. So we have 2 centiliters. Perfect. It could fit in the centiliter beaker, right? But then we have another one. and it's going to overfill. And then we don't have 4 columns in the tablespoons, right? But we could fix that. So first off, well, one thing we could do is the break method, where first we can always break up a group into pieces. So in our case, let's break up our additional centiliter in half into 2 teaspoons. Let me do that. So it'd be 1, 2. So boom. We could do that and then place 1 into the teaspoon, and then we could clear and carry our centiliter in 1 additional teaspoon and turn that into a tablespoon. That's something we could do. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. So what next we have is 3 milliliters. So with that, what we're going to do is 3 milliliters, simple. We know how to do this already. We're going to take our little droplets and bring them into the dropper. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we have 7 milliliters over here. Boom. So automatically, we know we're not going to fit this all into the dropper, but let's just play this out. So first, we're going to add 2 more into our milliliter, well, dropper. 1, 2. So now we can clear and carry because we have 5 milliliters, which is a teaspoon. So we'll clear and carry in another teaspoon. But again, it's going to overflow. So what do? We clear and carry. So we're going to clear our 2 teaspoons and bring in a centiliter because luckily we made that space earlier for another centiliter. So next, don't forget that we have 5 milliliters left because we just added 2 more into our dropper. So that's just a simple teaspoon. We can just bring that out. So let me copy that, paste that into our beaker, and boom, we have 1 tablespoon, 1 centiliter, and 1 teaspoon. Or just another way, we can also have 2 tablespoons because we have an additional 3 teaspoons, which makes it 2 tablespoons. But we don't have the columns for that, which also is also an ounce. 2 tablespoons make up an ounce, but that's too far ahead. So yeah, right now we have a tablespoon, 1 centiliter, and 1 teaspoon.
Spot on. That is 100% correct. And it's something, but how many centiliters do we have in this?
Centiliters. In our case, we have 3 centiliters.
And why is it 3? Where do we see the 3 centiliters?
Show you. So, okay, let's break these tablespoons up real quick, okay? So we have 3. Boom. Let me just bring that centiliter out. We had 1 right here, and then we had an additional teaspoon at the top. Now, what we can do is take this teaspoon over and put it on top of the other teaspoon, and boom, we can clearly see that we have 3 centiliters because 3 or also is hold on, it messed me up a little bit. But
Start over. Go ahead and say it again.
but just remember 1 centiliter holds 2 teaspoons. So in our case, we have 3 centiliters.
Excellent. You were on a roll. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay, it's okay.
All right. Excellent job, Kira. And also, I want to show everyone, and I'm so Kira did an excellent job of explaining the braking system. Because again, we don't have anywhere else we can fit this centiliters in cleanly. It doesn't fit into the teaspoons and it doesn't fit into the tablespoons. So what we do is that we'll break it into 2 pieces, into 2 teaspoons. And this will be really easy to see with your snap block cubes if you're using those at home. Even if you're using paper, you could literally tear it, though I wouldn't advise it. You can break the centiliter into 2 teaspoons, and then we can put 1 teaspoon over here to the side and just start out by dropping a teaspoon in the teaspoons place. That's where it belongs. And what we'll do is we see, oh, both of these beakers are full, so we can clear carry. So we'll clear a centiliter and teaspoon, carry in a tablespoon, and voila, hey, we got enough room now to put in our teaspoon. All right, and then that's how we would put 2 centiliters into the play space. So it's a little funny how when you place 2 centiliters, there are no centiliters inside of the centiliters beaker. That's pretty
Ooh.
cool. Um, so yeah, and also I wanted to show too, because Kira again did an excellent job with adding in the 3 and the 7 milliliters, but I wanted to give another suggestion as well, because if we were thinking about Kira kept on counting up by placing 2 milliliters inside of the play space, which is 100% correct. Another way to do it is to think about the largest group inside of the 7 centiliters first. So, Kira, what's the largest group that we can make from the 7 milliliters?
The largest group we could make from 7 milliliters is a teaspoon.
Very good. So we'll drag out a teaspoon into the play space, but oh no, it's overfilling the teaspoon's beaker, so we'll put that inside of centiliters, and then we can carry in a new teaspoon into the centiliters. And that's how we would add those 5 milliliters, or that teaspoon first. Then we can add in the extra 2 teaspoons over here into milliliters, which we will then again clear and carry in a teaspoon, which leaves us with our value of 6 teaspoons. All right.
Okay, that also works.
It does. They're both 100% correct. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to measure medicine. All right. We have any other questions?
This was a smooth day today. No questions. This is really smooth.
It was, and I don't see any questions in the chat either. So we are going to go ahead and dismiss for the day. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I had a lot of fun with this lesson, and I went to the wrong scene by accident. Okay, there we go. I had a lot of fun with everybody. I will see you all next time. If you have any questions, you know where to find us, and I will talk to you soon. Happy learning.
Happy learning.